Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be starting to paint Winter Glow, and it's going to be kind of like a warm winter scene. And turn the camera around so you can see what I have going on here. I have a 16 by 20 this panel I'm going to be working on. Just give me a second to get set up. There we go. All right, so I'm working off a reference. Pencil here. I kind of draw it out first so you can see what I have going on here. Draw it out first. Just a rough sketch. Excuse me for a second. That all straightened out there. All right, so looking at my reference, you always want to start with the horizon. Figure out where your horizon is. Start up here. There's going to be a hill way off in the distance here. Comes down like that. Another hill comes up there, like that way. There. Some other things back there. There's going to be sort of light coming through. There's going to be a lot of trees and things down here, and the light's going to shine through all the trees. So, up here, down more steep hills. It's going to kind of come over this hill that's here. Kind of a strange shape to the land, kind of that. Another hill. There. Kind of come this way. A lot of shadows in the snow. Changing colors. And our row of trees are going to be, it's going to be one here. Just kind of rough sketch it in so I know where I'm going to be working. Trees over here. Then over here is like a, it looks like it's the back of someone's deck right there. So it's almost like they're overlooking this view from here. All right, so that's our under drawing. Now, now what I'll do is take some paint. Grab some paint. I'm going to use a number 4 flat brush. I'm going to start to establish the sky. So, yellow and white. This is where the sun is. Sun's like right in here. Start to put that in there. Use a lot of white because this is the brightest point it'll be. Just go straight over where the trees are going to be eventually. That's where the sun is, or will be. With some Indian yellow. Go around that. Right around where the sun is there. Light into it to kind of kill it a little bit. White dulls the paint. Want some more straight Indian though. Go around that and create sort of a different shade. Oh. That's a different shade of that color. There's a little cad red light to change the vibe there. Don't get too crazy with it because it is a strong color. Just use a crosshatch stroke. Rid of that there. That. Take a little burnt umber and mix it with that so I can create a little bit of a darker color. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hope you're enjoying it. Burnt umber, so we're getting away from the sun. So I want to start to establish some darker colors here. Burnt umber in there. Some purplish color. Purple. Out here, fill in some purple out here. That. So wash that brush. And we take a fan brush and use that to blend. I'm going to go into right in here, and where these two colors come together here, that's why I'm going to blend it. Use a little bit of a round stroke here, see that? And sort of push the light color out into the darker color. Take the brush off a little bit, just keep going outward. Kind of work it in there. It becomes blended. push those colors together there. You don't want to drag the dark in. Sort of go in, out, like that. Get that brush clean so I don't drag the colors back in. Now I have a major blend here, here, and there. Working on those. Has to be dry. Bring that together there. Swirl it together. Swirl that together there. With a lot of paint here, so. It's real dark out here. All right, so I'll clean that brush. I'm going to use a different brush. So give it a little bit more of a blend. I want it a little softer. I want to clean the brush because down here where the snow is. Blend there. Definitely can't go in. Have to go outward. Well, a little bit more of a blend right in there. Brush clean. Clean there. With a soft stroke. So take the brush strokes out. Let's see what that looks like from back. Alright, so I want a little bit more of a blend up in here. Use a canvas just to clean the brush, yeah. Tiny little blend right in there. Take out some of those strokes in there. All right. I'm not going to overblend it. I'm just going to kind of leave it sort of dramatic looking. So now some hills back here. I want us to try to establish back there. Sort of purplish color. Hope you can see the whole thing. Let's put this up one, maybe. Hey, put it down here a little bit more. There we go. All right, so there's going to be a light. This hill right here, you have a hill right in here I want to put in. Just take some of the paint off there, it's on there. That's going to be a light purplish color. It's way back here, so I don't want it too bright. The light I'm making it, I need to be lighter than that. Pretty distant hill right there. No detail, a light color. That's what makes it look far away. Really light color. It helps give the picture depth. It's nice. Actually, I'm going to make some light rays that kind of come over this, so that's going to kind of push it back also. That's all we need to do for that one. Now, there's one in front of it. Make that just a touch darker, some purple color. Now you kind of test it out. You see if you can get a color just a little bit darker. So kind of put it on there. So test it with the fan brush. So it's just a tiny bit darker in there. That's what you want. I put a line here previously, so I need to cover that up. I'm just going to get that filled in there. Just get that filled in there. I'm working on the tops of this hill here. As it gets lower, I'll make it a little lighter in there. That's as it comes down, I'll make it a little bit lower. Lighter. Throw a little bit of yellow in there too. A little bit of a haze in there. A little bit of red too. Excuse me. You don't even need to blend it really. Just kind of bring it down in there. Gonna be all trees down here anyway, so you don't have to worry about that. Now we're starting to establish a little bit of distance back here. Warm sky, distant background. Excuse me. I don't know what's this. Orange. I'll make a hill here that's kind of catching more of the light here. I'm going to make it a little bit redder. See how it's all tiny? I think before I changed my mind. I want to put one that's way back in the distance. Let me put one that's there's more white. Put one way back in there. So cut up some of that light there. That's way, 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 way back there. You can barely see it. Really see that one. That's distant. Actually blend over it to kind of push it in there a little. Yes, pushes that in there. Brush we need here. We kind of blend over it slightly more. Make sure my brush is nice and clean before I attempt that. Nice and clean. Just gonna soften it right into the sky. Over there too. That one. Brings those holes right in there. Soften it right in there, nice and soft. This one's way distant. I'll take this brush and go back into that color I was using. The pinkish color and make a hill right here. It's a little bit different than the shape of the one that's above it there. Looks like a valley there we're creating. Now that way. A little bit more white and kind of lighten that part. A little more white. Down here, lighten that there. Just a little bit of a layer. It's almost like a mauve color. Let that blend up. See what I have going on here. Now, let me see. Have a hill coming here. Take a little purple color. Take a little purple color. Mix with burnt sienna. Okay, go up in here. Put a mountain or a hill back here. It's pretty dark. Stands out against the background. On the inside, then work on the outside. In there, dark. As light as it gets that way. Get the top filled in first. So to draw it, it's going to come down like that. And then Go back into some meat. Sort of a paint color. Go up in here. There's going to be some snow and some fog and stuff there. Make a little bit of a misty area in the middle there. Bring that together. Grab another palette because I'm running out of room here. Grab another palette. Just a little white. Brush sort of clean. Sort of fill this in here just so I have something going on in here. Just gonna scrub some stuff in there. Some white. A little bit of pink. I'll go right in there. Like a warm color for the snow. It's way back in there. Let the snow kind of come down there. And to overwork it. Now we're shaping our valley here. Goes down in there like that. Change the name of the paint. It's going to be called Warm Winter Valley. That's what it looks like. To me, at least. All right, so now another layer here of a hill. Go back into my purplish color. Burn umber. Make sort of a color here. It's a little bit darker than up there. And kind of fill it in there. Just using the fan brush, corner of the fan brush. Change the shape there. Kind of bring the eye into the painting over there. Establish the top of this hill back here. shape the way I want it to look. It's a little bit too pointed. I want it to come out more and down. A couple of bumps there. This has more of a straight bottom to it. That in. I'll put some stuff over here. There's gonna be a bunch of trees over here, so I'm just gonna fill that in a little bit. I want to pull this up just a little bit more here. There. See it from behind. It's too thick right in here, so I'm gonna decrease that a little. Clean it off there. You can just take some paint off if you want. That if you want. I put some snow over it, it's going to go over easier. I'm trying to put it over that paint there. That. All right, so let me get my fan brush good and clean again. Good and clean. I'm going to need to put a lot of white in here. It's going to be where my snow is. Let me grab titanium white and red, some Indian yellow. Snow's going to be sort of pinkish because it's going to be going to be taking on the color of the sky there. Let's get the brush filled with some color. Right in here, I want a distinct line. Goes right over that. Very distinct line. Push that back a little bit. And I'll sort of center right down. Up one in there. Push that back. White. I think what winter scenes, they use up a lot of white. There's a lot of snow in there. Yeah, I used too much. Right, let me start over again because I put too much red in my white. I wreck all the snow. Start that again. Take some of that red out of there that I erroneously used too much of. And let's start to establish some snow in there. warm colors in this paint. Keep the angle here. The angle is this way. I lost the angle there. A second. It's a deep valley. Way this way. There's like no area that's going this way. Put that up in there. Some of that. Just put some shadows in there. Kind of a dramatic scene. So, shape of the lane goes down. Over it, make sure your shapes are correct. Put that in. I like the shape of this hill here. Let's see if I can mess around a little bit there. Looks a little bit better. Of course, now I got to clean the brush. I'm so impatient. Use a different brush. Clean more weight. It does use a lot of weight. Nice warm color in there. Make it warm. So. Keep the strokes in the direction you want them to go in. Looks like a valley coming down there. Just look at that from a couple feet back. Just kind of kill these skies just a little bit. Skies just a little brighter. Go into some weight. Knock down that strong color there. Change the shape of that. I do want it steep though, so I have to keep those lines going that way. I come on the sky, I calm the sky down. Sky's a little bit too strong. I like bright skies. When they're really bright, they're not appealing to the eye. A little white in there or whatever, just to fill it out a little bit. snow color. That's calming it down a little bit there. All right, so now we have kind of a, what's that line there? The snow needs some shadows into it, so go back into my darker color. Some blue and some amber. Just figure out where I want a little bit more shadow in the snow. Just going to establish some of that here and there. A little bit of undulations in there. But keeping the same trajectory. That's bringing that to life a little bit more now. Blended. Look at that again. Trajectory over here too. Tempting to go this way. Trees or whatever over there. A little bit of a one there. All right, so white right in there. Over deal with it. Okay, cool. So now there's going to be a little thing standing on here. The person who's looking over this area here. Just going to make that like black there. Straight black. It's a nice contrast. Take a flat brush. Get that area filled in there. straight. It's a porch. As straight as possible. Up there. I don't want to look too steep. I'm just going to change the shape of it. Change the shape of it like that way. Get that filled in. Get that filled in. You all have a good Sunday today. Happy Sunday. It's warm down here in Florida where I am. It's warm now. If it's warm this early in the morning. It'll be really hot later today. I have to go to the pool. Just trying to establish the shape of this porch. A little bit less steep there. Take a little bit of white to kind of edge there. Just give it a little bit of a detail in there. Nothing real important right now. Just kind of get that in there. Change the shape of that. This is just the beginning. I'm not going to get too crazy with the details in this yet. Just to establish it. That's all I'm trying to do right now. Just establish it. Growing on me a little bit. All right, that's good enough for that now. Now we have some tree tight areas. There. I'm just using straight black, that's fine. Figure out what my tree line is going to be. It's going to come down there. Maybe a tree right there. Tree line is going to be right in there. It's a little bit too. Get the right shape of it in there. That's going to be filled in. Let me look at this, make sure the shape is correct. That's my tree line. Yep. That's the tree line. I'm going to start to shape the individual trees up here. Using kind of a small brush. It gets wider as it comes. One half off the canvas here. An evergreen right here. Filling in with something in the middle. There's one right here with a silhouette here against that brightness. Try a lot of paint on the brush. And sort of go back and forth and sort of shape that tree. Be right back. Here, now. Still trying to keep it loose even though it's silhouetted. So I'm leaving sort of areas in there. But then down here you can make it fuller. This tree needs a top. Tree needs a top. I used to get a little bit fuller on the side. Actually going to come down up there. Hope you're having fun today, guys. I'm just sort of starting to try to build my channel here. We have a couple of followers so far, so subscribers. Working on that. After that, I'm working on building my subscribers. So if you like my videos, please subscribe, please like, please share, all that stuff. It's going to come down. It's going to come down to about there. A little bit time consuming to put these branches on here. Kind of mesh into that tree next to it there. It's nice to have that contrast in the back there. A little bit wider out here. Shape down a little bit. Kind of come like that, so they sort of curve there a little. This wider this way. Cool. Take a look at it. this tree. I know in the reference there's nothing over here, but I know I'm going to need something over here to make it look nice. Before I end up putting some birch trees in there. That's all said and done. I'm going to pull these trees forward a little bit, see how overlapping that snow there. It looks like they're coming forward. Do that to this one. Because the trunk is coming down. So gotta do that. A lot of dark over here in the painting. Here and there. What that looks like. It's a nice ridge of trees coming down there. A little bit better. Darker in the middle. Over here, I know I need a couple of birch trees. Things coming down there. Put up a little. A little bit further down just to mix it up a little bit there. And then bring some branches out further down. Got a little bit more depth in there. All right, so I know there needs to be a birch tree over here, even though the reference doesn't have one. We get the brush plane, some brown paint, some burnt umbers. It's not too dark. So a stump of birch trees. There's one. Right there. I just needed something on this side just to fill it in a little bit. A little bit too bare on this side. A little thicker. Thicker and then thinner and that. Let one be a little bit thicker than the other one. bit thinner there. I need one here too. Take a liner brush. Take a liner brush, put some branches on it. Branches. Use a little bit of thin oil, like walnut oil. Do that. It slides over there. Brush is loaded properly. I can establish some branches. Takes a little bit of practice to do this, and I'm not that great at making these things. I'm sort of thicker at the trunk and thinner as it goes out. Slide off here. A thin tree, like right over here, too. Another one there. Small little baby tree. This thicker tree here. Maybe they won't be birch trees. Maybe they'll be kind of just oak trees or whatever. A little bit better there. A little darker than I thought I was going to have them. Decided to make it go all the way up like that. Put that nail up there. I have these little things that come down like that. Might indicate that a little bit. A little. All right, so I think I'll stop there and call this the underpainting. Just let it dry completely, and then I'll figure out how I want to keep going after this. Approaches. I definitely want a little bit more warmth coming through here. I want sun rays coming down, and maybe some shadows in the snow a little bit more. And work on the foreground, and that's where we are here. All right, so everybody have a happy Sunday, and thanks for watching. See you next time. I'll go live when I make part 2, and please be sure to like, share, and subscribe my videos. Thank you. Appreciate it.